Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 124th episode of the Have Aloha Will Travel podcast, powered by Hawaiʻi Magazine. I'm Catherine Toth Fox, your co-host, and we have a special guest from our editorial team.
Hi, everyone. I'm Emily, and I'm the digital media specialist here at Hawaiʻi Magazine.
Emily, is this your first time, just you and, well, definitely your first time, you and me?
Yeah, this is not my first time on the podcast. I came like a year ago when I first started.
Yeah, that's right. And you were part of our 100th episode, which we can put a link in our show notes. If you weren't really on it, but you were kind of there.
I was behind the scenes. Yeah, you guys could hear my voice.
I feel like I was talking to you a lot on that episode. You were like in the background. Anyway, we are here to talk about well, I don't know if it's your favorite topic. Are you like a beach person? I want to say
During the summer.
okay.
During the summer. The other times of the years, I don't really care for beaches as much.
Really? You don't, I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that. I don't mean anything by this, but you just have like really beautiful skin, and I just can't imagine that you spend a lot of time in the sun.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you more about sunscreen later.
Okay, well, this episode we're going to talk all about beaches, which is great for our listeners, like the ones in Canada. Those of you who are listening on the mainland, who are enduring snow and cold weather, we are experiencing actually pretty nice weather today. I mean, I hate to rub it in for everyone else, it's not, but we've had like a week of rain, about a week of rain.
Yeah, about a week. It's been like flooding near where I live, and gosh, it's crazy, but it's like super sunny today. It did
I
like
know.
a 180.
And it's December, but that's like so typical in Hawaii. So we thought we'd talk about beaches. So all of you who are, just kind of daydreaming about being somewhere else, you can dream about being in Hawaii. But before we get there, we do have our holiday gift guide up on our website, hawaiimagazine.com. We will have a link directly to the holiday gift guide in our show notes. But if you want to type it in, you can. It's hawaiimagazine.com/2023 holiday gift guide, all one word. Emily, do you want to talk a little bit about the gift guide real quick before we move on?
Yeah, the gift guide showcases a lot of cool locally made products there's a whole bunch of different products. There's food, jewelry, just everything that you can possibly think of. So I think it's definitely like your go-to spot to purchase gifts for anybody who loves Hawaii or wants to shop local this holiday season.
Yeah, perfect. And we do have other stories online too that I'll link to in our show notes that have specifically to do with gifts and gift giving. It is the gift giving season, so our gift to you is that we are going to make you feel very jealous of the fact that we live in Hawaii, and we're going to talk about beaches. So one of the things Emily and I were talking about prior to this recording the podcast was, just what things that we bring to the beach when we do go to the beach. And I was really surprised that Emily had, I guess I'm not surprised. You are kind of a planner. You had a very long list of beach essentials. So we're going to share with you the things that we bring to the beach. Take notes, because it is things that you'll probably want to bring to the beach too. So I guess, Emily, you can go first because yours is long and involved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the first and like the most important one for me would be reef safe sunscreen. I feel like a lot of people come to Hawaii and they don't realize how strong the UV rays are here. And that's why you'll see like a whole bunch of visitors with the super red skin, the peeling skin. So the sun here is really no joke. So definitely get reef safe sunscreen. That's what you have to put it all over your body. If you miss a spot, oh my gosh, I'm someone who like peels constantly. Whenever I get
Really?
a sun, I don't get tanned. No, I just peel. I think that's the British side of me, unfortunately. So reef safe sunscreen, always good. Another thing for me is like cheap slippers. I don't know, you probably know a lot about this, Cat, but like people here steal slippers
Oh,
constantly at the
yeah.
yeah,
That's
so
so
don't buy expensive ones.
That's very interesting that you mentioned that, because, okay, so a lot of us, right? Okay, so first of all, you do want to wear slippers to the beach, or flip-flops, or whatever you call them on the mainland. Because I don't know if you've seen this, but like in Waikiki, we'll see people like tevas are okay, or tivas. How do you pronounce it?
Yeah, Tivas, I
whatever,
think.
Tevas,
Yeah.
whatever, fine. But like shoes, like with socks, like no, like sand, like don't do that. Everywhere every convenience store, 7-Eleven, Long's Drugs, like ABC, everybody sells cheap slippers, rubber slippers, very cheap. You're going to want them because you're going to live in them. I mean, you can wear them to restaurants. Like, don't feel like, it's very different culture here. But yes, slippers. And yes, they do get stolen. So I will walk from my car to the beach in Waikiki, bury my slippers, and surf. And I used to think that people stole slippers, but this is a whole different, like, this is another story. But anyway, I remember coming back and my slippers were gone. But also, the people that I surf with, their slippers were gone too. And you know what it was? It wasn't people stole them. It was that there was a crew that came through that was cleaning the beach. It was like a beach cleanup. And they thought our slippers were like littering the beach. And I was like, oh, I didn't really think about that.
Yeah, I never thought about that either, but I
Yeah.
guess so. Just bring slippers that people can throw away just in case.
Yeah,
Don't bring
throw
your most
away or
expensive.
steal. Exactly. Like, don't bring your old Lukais. Like,
No.
bring
Yeah, not your $200 slippers.
yeah, that's real. Going back to your sunscreen, do you have like certain kinds of sunscreen that you like, or a certain SPF that you recommend, or an application process? I feel like you would have a whole system of sunscreen.
Yeah, so apparently there's a lot of different like kinds of SPF, like there's SPF 60, SPF 100, and
Yeah,
apparently I
I
saw
mean,
yeah, I saw an article from a dermatologist and they said something about once you hit about SPF 60, anything more than that is usually like a marketing technique. I think SPF 60 is like the highest that SPF can go.
okay.
I always take an SPF 90. I get mine from Neutrogena. There's stuff from like Hawaiian Tropics. They also have a good one as well. And it's literally just like lather yourself. It's gonna feel so greasy and gross, but that's how you know that you got it right. And you're gonna go in the water anyway, so who
And you
cares?
have to reapply. That's the other thing. I feel like people just put on
Yeah.
sunscreen and they think it's enough, but you do have to especially if you're in the ocean.
Or yeah, you have to reapply maybe about like every 2 hours. And then for people who are like wearing makeup or anything, there's powder SPF actually. Think
Really?
Super Goop makes one, and it's sold at Sephora. And it's literally you can just put powder all over your face, all over your body. And it helps like when you're wearing makeup. Because you can't reapply
Really?
like over your foundation or anything.
I had
Yeah. And
no
it's good
idea.
for your hairline. I know your hairline right here. Mine gets so sunburnt. I don't know what it is. Yeah, the exposed part of my hairline. So I'm like, just put the powder in there and you'll be fine.
Wow. Okay. I never thought about getting your head burned, but why not? It is skin.
Yeah, my scalp literally peels.
No kidding.
It's so painful. And it's
Oh,
literally excruciating. So it's my life hack.
this is like Emily fun facts for me. I am enjoying this. Okay. What else? So you've got the Reef Safe sunscreen. What else you got on your list?
Yeah, the next one is a water resistant beach bag.
Oh,
I like the one from Aloha collection. All my friends have it. I'm sure Kat is pulling
I
hers up right
do.
now.
Look.
Yeah, these are the best. I love water resistant beach bags just because you never know when the tide gets high. And this one time I was just carrying like a regular cloth tote bag and I had it left over and I wasn't looking at it. And literally my bag got soaking wet because I wasn't paying attention to the tide. And like literally everything inside got ruined. My phone, AirPods,
Oh my
notebook.
God.
So yeah, learn from my mistakes and get a water resistant beach bag. It's worth the money.
Oh, yeah, it is. I mean, and these are great too because they're lightweight. You can pack a lot of stuff in it. It's not heavy. And they're not that expensive. I think like Aloha Collection is the one that I get from, and I feel like they're always on sale. So it's worth it, you know?
Yeah, they're a really good gift too. I mean, even when like there's rain, you can always take those out too. So you can always use them.
There is rain. Thanks, Emily. Okay. You should be a weather forecaster too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay, what else you got on your list?
Okay, my next one is a microfiber beach towel. I feel like it makes the biggest difference. Like I brought my regular like shower towel before. My friend had like a microfiber towel, and I learned my lesson yet again. When I like put the towel back in my bag, I came home, took the towel out, and there was sand everywhere in my room. And like once you get sand everywhere in your room, like you can never, it takes years to clean it up. So microfiber, yeah, the sand doesn't stick to it, which is nice, and it soaks up water a lot more. So your bag won't be like soggy on the inside when
Plus,
you leave the
it's
beach.
smaller, right? Like your big, bulky beach towel, and then the
Right.
microfiber is so small, like it
Yeah,
packs
it's super
better.
compact.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep, that's true. My next one is like an insulated water bottle. There's a lot of, I mean, you could just get like a regular hydro flask, but there's a lot of local brands like Bikini Bird. There's also like Aloha Kira and Kailua that actually like sells really pretty designs. Like they have like flower designs, Hawaii related designs, like just really stylish ones that I like. Just because it gets hot at the beach and you don't want your ice to melt. Yeah, and then
That's true.
my next one would be body moisturizers. I think like when my friends visit from the mainland, a lot of them don't realize how dry your like skin and hair gets because of salt water and because of the UV rays. So it's super important to like replenish, or else you're gonna be feeling really crusty when you're walking around after the beach.
I'm enjoying this. What else?
Mhm.
This is
Yeah,
really
actually, like
helpful.
yeah, there's one, there's like a spray. It's like a coconut oil spray. It's like a replenishing spray from Kai's Grove. And it's literally like, it's so convenient. It's like a little spray that you spray all over yourself so you don't get like the oil all over your hands and then your hands are super
Oh,
grimy.
that's smart.
But
Does it have a coconut
yeah,
smell?
yes, it smells super good. They're at the Malama Makers Market a lot, but they also have Etsy and their own like store. So they're good to check out. And then my last one is honestly waterproof jewelry. Like I can't tell you how many times my friends who are not from here just like wear their regular jewelry, get in the water, and they're like, "Why is it turning green?" So I really like mine from Ocean's Creations, honestly. Like I wear this one to the beach a lot.
Oh,
It's like a
look at
moon necklace.
that. Wait, so what makes
Yeah,
it
it's like gold
waterproof?
filled. It's gold filled. So you have to make sure you want to get the 14K gold fill or over, or get like real silver. Those are the ones that are water resistant. If you get like regular jewelry that's like $5, probably not going to be the best, and it's going to turn you green in the ocean. So always gold fill and be responsible with your jewelry.
That's I am loving this mostly because I don't actually wear jewelry to the beach ever, and I don't think about wearing
Mhm.
jewelry to the beach, but no, that's a really that's an excellent tip. I've never heard anybody talk about water resistant jewelry to the beach.
Yeah, no, especially here. I mean, I know like girls love their bangles and like, their necklaces and stuff, but I don't want those to get ruined. So just a little pro tip for everyone. 14K gold fill.
This is amazing. I think you need to have like your, oh, you have to write a little book about Emily's life
Mhm.
hacks. Yeah, yeah. This is amazing.
Yeah, I have a lot.
The only two that I'm going to contribute, because we did talk a little bit about what her beach essentials were, and some of them overlapped with mine, obviously. But one of the things in line with the waterproof bag or the splash proof bag is I'm a big fan of waterproof cases for your valuables that you don't want to get wet, like your phone, or if you have a camera that's not waterproof or whatever, or even like your wallet and stuff. So I would recommend getting a waterproof case. OtterBox has a really good one, but you can also find these pouches for your iPhone. I use this all the time. Every hotel is going to sell these, but you can buy them online or in convenience stores. They cost like between 15 and 25 bucks, and it's super worth it, especially if you are, like you plan to be in the water and you have kids, or you want to go down a water slide and you want to take a video of it or whatever. Like these things like save my life. Plus, if you are in a group and you don't have like an Apple Watch or something and you need to stay in touch with everyone, I feel like you need to have your phone, and the best thing to do is keep it in one of these, because this is cheap compared to like replacing your phone. So, and if you had this in a bag that wasn't a waterproof bag and your bag got
Yeah, you wouldn't be like me. I know. That's like super useful. I never really thought of it. I just like take my phone literally in the water to take photos
Man,
and just hope I don't drop it.
no,
So
Emily. But what's good
that's
too,
the one
it's
thing I'm not responsible
this is
for.
terrible. You can also, so what I normally do, I mean, if you have Apple Pay, that's fine, but like you can put your like your ID if you're gonna buy alcohol and credit card. So it keeps everything together. So you don't have to carry like your wallet around. Anyway, just something to think about. And then my other thing too is I know like I like to read at the beach. That's me. And I don't like to bring my Kindle because I always think like if I put my Kindle on the beach and then I run in the water. I mean, it's Kindles are not super expensive, but they're like $100 or whatever. And I don't want it to get like wet or get sand in it. So I tend to bring a paperback. So for those of you who maybe don't want to travel here lugging paperback books because they are kind of heavy, you can go to any independent bookstore, honestly, and there's plenty of them. I can put a link in our show notes to the ones on different islands, but they all sell like super cheap beach reads that you can also give back to the bookstore or donate to the library or whatever. But like for a couple of bucks, you can just buy a beach read when you get here and take that to the beach. Because then if it gets stolen or it gets waterlogged, like it doesn't really matter. I mean, don't bring a library book because then if it gets damaged, you have to replace. FYI. But I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's like a really easy thing to do. Like, buy things when you get here instead of lugging them. And that's a great one. And then there's a lot of free libraries too in different neighborhoods. You can just put it back or borrow a book from a free library, whatever. So, those are my two, like the waterproof pouch and the paperback book, right?
Yeah. No, that's good. A lot of people like to read on the beach.
Yeah, or just like even like magazines, like Koi magazine would be a great one for you to read on the beach. But yeah, I just feel like don't bring things that are going to get damaged or stolen. I feel like people don't realize um like the tide situation is a good example, but just the wind blowing your stuff or yeah, people coming by and grabbing things on purpose or mistakenly. So yeah, you don't want to bring valuables to the beach, and if you do, you want to protect them essentially. Yeah, or
Mhm.
don't bring valuables at all and buy different jewelry so that you don't ruin your good jewelry. This is
Yeah.
so interesting. I need to like remember this.
Yeah. No, just re-listen to this and write it down.
No, I'm going to have it in our show notes. So when this airs, you can go to hawaiimagazine.com, look at our show notes, and we will have all of Emily's life hacks on it and my two very poor contributions to the essentials list. Anyway, on that note, we do want to talk about some of our favorite beaches because we do have I mean, I love going to the beach. I go to the beach probably at least once a week, even in the non-summer months, unlike Emily. And so yeah, we're going to talk about what our favorite beaches are and what makes them our favorite beaches. So go,
Mhm.
Em. Which one is your favorite beach?
I mean, my most favorite would be Lanikai Beach. So just, I guess for reference, I'm not someone who likes to surf. I don't really like jump in the water. I don't love waves or anything. I just like a calm, chill beach that I can just like stand in the water a little bit, take good photos. And Lanikai Beach is like perfect for that just because the color of the water and the color of the sand. And it's always like generally pretty good weather there. Um, the only one thing that I don't like about it is the parking and how crowded it is, but we have a lot of stories having to do with like where to park.
Where do
But
you
that's just like
park?
I just park around the neighborhood, honestly. My pro tip for this is just to go around a couple of times, like really slowly around the neighborhood, and you'll find one definitely. The longest that it's taken me to find parking there has been like 30 minutes. And I
Really?
feel like it's not too long. Yeah, I mean, I usually find parking within like 10 minutes. Just do the tip where it's like literally just go around in a circle, like a
Huh.
couple of times, and I promise you will find one.
That is a good tip. And is there so for people that don't know, Lanikai is on the windward side of Oahu. It is sort of it's like in a neighborhood. So you have it's I feel like it's
Yeah.
really separated from Kailua Beach, right? Like you can't access Lanikai Beach by walking on Kailua Beach because you have to go around this like rocky point, right? So when you get into the neighborhood, there's got to be like more than half a dozen beach access lanes, right? That go to the beach.
There's like six,
Yeah, there's
probably.
about six.
Quite a
Yeah.
bit.
And so you can access the beach, like you can park wherever you park in the neighborhood. There should be a beach access fairly nearby on the ocean side where you just like, you'll see the walkway that leads directly to the beach. Is there a particular side of the beach you like one side or the other, or you don't care?
Yeah, I like the two ends. My favorite one, if you're gonna get photos, would be the right side, but you just have to angle yourself where you can't see people in the background because you could see like
Mm.
the other two islands in the back
Oh,
of your photos. But if you want a spot that's not as crowded, definitely go on the very left side of the beach because a lot of people are not there because it starts to get pretty rocky around that area. So be careful there. But if you want like a quiet spot, just like read a book or kind of dip your feet in the ocean, the left side is a place to go.
that is a good pro tip. Okay, I'll go with my next one. We'll go back and forth. One of my
Mhm.
favorite beaches is on Kauai, and it's Poipu Beach, and it's not like a hidden beach or anything. I mean, there's a lot of hidden beaches on Kauai, not hidden, but uncrowded beaches. Like I do like the Salt Pond Beach, which is kind of near Hanapepe. But what I like about Poipu Beach is the fact that if you're going with a family, so I have a 7-year-old, and he, well, first of all, there's lifeguards, very helpful when you have a child. But there's so many things to do at the beach that you can surf. There's like protected areas where you can kind of snorkel around, and it's not a lot of wave action. There's places where you can grab like a boogie board and catch like small little waves up on the shore, and there's restrooms. There's all the things I feel like parents want and look for, parking, all that. But there's like a big playground, and like to me that's amazing because sometimes like your kids like maybe don't want to play on the beach anymore, but like they'll go to the playground and entertain themselves. So there's a grassy area and a play structure, there's parking, there's like places you can grab spam musubi and drinks and whatever. And it's just, to me, if you're going to spend the day at a beach on Kauai, that's an easy place to go. It's just convenient, there's lots of amenities, and the weather, because it's on the sunny side, like the South Shore, it's like I feel like it's always sunny and beautiful. And yeah, the ocean is just always so bright blue. Anyway, Poipu Beach on Kauai, one of my favorite spots. Okay, next.
Yeah, my next one would be Punaluu Beach on the Big Island. So is it like I think it's special because it's the black sand beach, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm always looking for, as a social media like manager, I always look for a good like photo or video opportunity. So love taking photos for like my friend's Instagram, my own Instagram. So I feel like that's a really good beach for like just Instagram photos and just more so for a unique experience. Is it a beach that you can maybe spend all day at? No, not really. There's not much to do
I
there.
think you can
But
swim
it is
there,
really,
right?
yeah, you can swim there, but it's like, and have a little picnic here and there, but it's not like the waves are crazy or anything, or it's not really crowded at all either the last time I went. So yeah, I really like it to like take photos, and it's more so like an experience for like your Hawaiian vacation, to be honest.
Oh, totally. I mean, not many places have a black sand beach.
Right.
Hawaii is one of the few places that do, and the Big Island obviously has, I mean, has the most famous one, Punaluu Beach. But it also attracts turtles, right? So if you're interested in seeing like Honu, that's a place to go because I feel like there's always like turtles on the beach.
There are, yeah, they always, yeah, don't touch the turtles though.
Yeah,
5 feet away. Yeah.
yeah. Please don't touch the turtles. Okay, my next one. So I was really shocked to hear this. I don't know how you can
Mhm.
grow up here and not have been to Maui, like ever. Like, why?
I just first of all, there's never been the opportunity other than like in 5th grade, my parents went to Maui, but they left me here with my
So weird.
friends to take care of me.
Wait, what did
They
they do
just
in
went on their
Maui?
little I they went snorkeling, they went in a submarine, they did everything. They just left me here. So yeah, that was my only opportunity. And as I've like grown older, I've always been like, oh my God, I'm gonna go to Maui. Last year in December around this time, I was like telling my friend, I was like, okay, that's gonna be our Christmas present. Is like we're both gonna buy each other tickets to Maui. We're gonna go, and then we never did it. So I feel like that's on my bucket list next year.
That's not really something that should be on your bucket list. Okay, you
I know, but I feel like I need to.
okay, we're gonna go to Maui. You and I are gonna go to, I'm gonna make sure
Yes.
that you go to Maui. Oh my God. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna go to Maui. So when we're on Maui, we could go to Kaanapali Beach. I like Kaanapali Beach for the same reason I like Poipu Beach. It is on the south shore of Maui. It was spared from the wildfires, so it's still a place that you can access. There is snorkeling if you go up by Pu'u Kika'a, which is Black Rock. You don't want to jump off the Black Rock, but you can snorkel around that area. That you'll see a lot of fish. You can surf. I've surfed at Kaanapali. It's great. It's also in front of all the hotels. So there's like this boardwalk and you can walk along it. And there's concession stands for like surfboard rentals. I mean, you don't need anything. You just need like your pouch with like your phone and your Apple Pay or whatever. And you can just like go up and down this promenade and like do whatever you want at this beach. You can go eat at a restaurant, get a drink, watch the sunset, jump in the ocean. Like I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like it's such an easy beach. And also it's huge. So if you want to find a place where there's nobody else around, the only thing is from a social media perspective, like you always want some kind of, I don't know, like dimension to your photos. So Kaanapali Beach doesn't have that. It is pretty flat like Kailua Beach, and it's just this expanse of golden sand. But I like it because it gives you a lot of space to just lounge or jump in the water or do whatever. So I do love Kaanapali Beach. We will go there when I can check off this bucket list item. Emily,
Yes.
you have to put like better things on your on your bucket
I feel
list.
like I've traveled so many places, but like Maui has not been one of them.
That is so,
It's literally like $50 just to go there.
I know it's wild. You should just go there for like the day and like don't go with anybody. Just go by yourself. And like anyway, we'll talk about this at some other. Okay, your next beach. This is a good beach. I like this beach too.
Yeah, I like all of the Ko'olina lagoons. My favorite one would be either the one at the very start. Actually, my favorite one is the one at the very start. So it'd be like the first lagoon. I like it because number one, it's a lot more calm. It's a good place to take your kids. Um, Nice and safe. You can do a little bit of snorkeling there too. Are there as many like fish as there are on like Lanikai Beach? No, but you could still do some snorkeling. I like it just because of the convenience as well, because right across the street you kind of have that store area. So there's a lot of cool like local stores like Bikini Birds there. I mentioned them earlier. There's also Monkey Pod, there's eggs and things there as well. And then my personal favorite, it's like it's owned by the ABC stores. It's called Island Country Markets, and it's
Oh
like a
yeah.
fancier ABC store. And you can get like plate lunches there too. And you can get like mochi malasadas or something there. Pretty
Oh.
good. They have a drink station. So yeah, I really like Ko'olina just because of how convenient it is there. The one thing that I don't like about the lagoons is that you're not allowed to bring your own like beach chairs or umbrellas or
Umbrellas.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't allow that. So it does get pretty hot there.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we go to Colina a lot too. We go to the last lagoon, so Lagoon 4, which is I guess it's a more public lagoon because it's like not fronting any hotels or timeshares, and they have a larger parking lot. But I remember one time we like tried to put up an umbrella and we got yelled at. Yeah, so you can't, and there's no lifeguards. But it's pretty. Like you could walk along the whole length of all the lagoons, which is a nice walk actually, and go to all there's hotels. There's Aulani, Four Seasons is out there, so it is a really pretty place. The water's calm because it's a man-made lagoon, and it's always pretty nice. The weather too. I think that area is pretty dry and hot and pretty and beautiful. These are great
Mhm.
suggestions. So if you're planning to come to any of our islands, you've got a list of our favorite beaches. Now you know what to put in your beach bag. Thank you, Emily, for sharing all your tips with us. We'll have all of this in our show notes that'll be up on our website, hawaiimagazine.com. Please, thanks for listening. Please follow us, rate us. I don't know, leave a comment, give us a star or more than one star. Give us a lot of stars. And subscribe to us wherever you are listening to this podcast. And again, follow us on all social media platforms at hawaiimagazine.com. And if you'd like, subscribe to our newsletter where you will get all kinds of up-to-date information about things going on in Hawaii, lots of tips. Emily puts that together for us every week. So subscribe to our Hawaii Magazine newsletter. And then our holiday gift guide is up for you too. So any other lads? Did I miss anything, Emily?
No, I don't think so. Just thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening, and we will see you in another 2 weeks. So yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.